D, you are you. D, you are you. Army, Bentosino.
I stand before you competing in the Toastmaster International Speech Contest. It's no coincidence my topic is Toastmaster Speech Contest. They are so exciting when you win. But what happens when you don't win? I have struggled with this for years. When I lost, my friends who had more experience winning would say, "Oh, but Harmony, you should have won. You really deserve to have won." This gave me a small measure of comfort, akin to applying a single Band-Aid to staunch the bleeding of a shark bite. I knew there had to be a better way. Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters and guests, today's talk is how to get over the disappointment of not winning a speech contest. And how you can win without winning. What kind of crazy double talk is that, to say you can win without winning? I'll tell you what it's not. I'm not saying you can in any way compromise the quality of your speech. You still do everything you've been taught in Toastmasters. You rehearse every day. You seek club evaluations. You ask for feedback from anyone who will give it to you. You research the judges' criteria. You do all those things. And on the day of your speech, you hit it out of the ballpark. But then, as you're walking off the stage, you breathe a huge sigh of relief. Because the result is no longer up to you. Just breathe. Let that speech roll off you like water off a duck's back. Now is when you get in touch with who you are at your core. You are a person of incredible worth and dignity, and that is not contingent upon a judge's opinion of your speech. You are an amazingly unique individual, unlike nobody else on this planet. Gee, you are you. And not only are you unique as an individual, you're unique as a Toastmaster. Who else besides a Toastmaster goes around counting other people's ahs and evaluating their speeches? Gee, you are you. Now you might think I'm saying competition is not important. And if that's the case, why bother to compete? You compete because competition is fun. It's a game. It's the game of life. And we all want to play the game of life, don't we? Yes, we do! Now, there are some forms of competition that place less emphasis on winning. Take the Honolulu Marathon, for example. Of course, you have the front runners, but you also have the whole rest of the pack, including the very last finisher, who comes falling, stumbling, perhaps crawling across the finish line, but manages to stand up to celebrate his or her victory simply for crossing a line. Now, do you think this person is criticized or ostracized for coming in last? Of course not! Friends, strangers heap tons of praise on this person simply for finishing and perhaps overcoming tremendous odds to do so. Our speeches can be like this. You give it your best shot, and then winning just becomes a matter of icing on the cake. Granted, it's a very sweet icing, and we would all like to have our cake and eat it too along with the icing. But that depends on which way the cake crumbles, and we have to learn how to find inner peace, no matter what happens. But what if you're stuck in disappointment, and just because I tell you you don't have to feel that way, the feeling doesn't go away. I'll tell you what I did when I was in the deepest depths of despair over not winning. You know what I did? I turned to the internet. The internet is magic. I found quotes from famous people that uplifted me to the point where here I'm speaking to you again. And I want to share some of these quotes with you. It was Winston Churchill who said, those pessimists, they find problems in every opportunity. But the optimists, they're the ones who find opportunities in every problem. And then it was Albert Einstein who said, creativity is no more than intelligence having fun. What all this means is that if you don't win the contest, you might feel disappointed at first, but you soon realize you can create a new, different, and better speech unlike any speech you've ever done before, and your intelligence will have so much fun concocting it, you'll soon forget how disappointed you are. What's more, you can do it as much as you want to do it because your intelligence and your creativity are unlimited. I have one more quote I want to share with you that was written by yours truly. I want you to remember, creativity is the ointment for all your disappointment. That and remembering who you are at your core, because gee, you are you. I want you to repeat that phrase along with me to the count of 2. Are you ready? 1, 2, gee, you are you. Excellent. Now, there are some people who believe that they have to study under a guru in order to realize their highest potential. But I happen to believe you can be your own guru. And it's so simple. I have this very easy technique I would love to teach you how to become your own guru. Do you want to learn this technique? It's so easy.
Yes.
Yes, to become your own guru, all you do is spell the word guru. Because when you spell guru, you're really spelling something else. I want you to spell the word guru along with me on the count of 2. Are you ready? 1, 2, G-U-R-U. Thank you.